Why, hello there. I'm recovering from major surgery. Thought I'd check in. Overdid it yesterday. May have killed a man. Let's talk about it. I met with Sarah Shaw, who authored a really wonderful master's thesis a while back, and she warned me at the beginning of my journey 2 months ago that it's not good enough to just have positive intent and try to help. You want to actually help. Because if you help without truly understanding what you're doing, you may cause more severe consequences and be more unhelpful than helpful. Kind of came up yesterday. I snuck out. I'm supposed to be recovering. I snuck out and volunteered with city team at Life Moves location of 90-day temporary housing in Mountain View. And there was another group there handing out food. This lady was like, "Oh, yeah, so you just take this bag and then you mix it with this can, you put it in the oven, and there you go." And one of the residents there was like, "We don't have ovens." And I was just like, "Are you kidding me? This is insane." And this woman was like, "Oh, well, you'll figure it out." I was just like, oh no. Stuff like this is happening constantly where people like want to help, but they're not actually helping. And they're just kind of spinning their wheels. And so it's just so crazy because just yesterday morning I was walking back from the dentist's office and there's a man that I see sometimes in a wheelchair in the middle of the street asking for money. So I walked up to him and was like, "Hey, I'm going to that grocery store right there. What can I get you? I'll get you anything you want." He said, "Oh, yeah, you can just get me anything. Anything is helpful." And I was like, "No, what do you want?" And he said, "No, anything, whatever." So I went in there, got him coconut water, banana, a sandwich. And I came across these amazing cookies. They are so magical. They're my favorite cookies. And I was like, you know what? Let's brighten this guy's day. I'm going to get him my favorite cookies. So I brought them out to him and he started eating them as he was chatting with me. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I have diabetes. I lost my foot," as he's like eating cookie after cookie. And I was just thinking to myself, oh my goodness, have I just killed this man? So to be honest, like I am like super on edge. I know I'm joking about it, but I'm just like, what have I done? Um, so it's just like such a perfect example of people trying to be helpful and thinking they're doing a good thing, but you're actually causing more harm than good. And it's exactly what this expert in the field was warning me about at the get go. So maybe my guilt drove me to go volunteer, but it really was wonderful going and getting an actual tour of one of these facilities. It was really well secured, high security area. Each individual does get their own little room. It appeared that they made each shipping container into two rooms. They also had a family section that was also locked. So you walk into the locked facility, and then there's another layer of security to get to the children's area. There's a little playground. Having roommates is problematic. In fact, one of the people who are in charge of the truck and making food, he has been in all kinds of sorts of living situations and was in one of these for a time. And Tyler was telling me that he had a roommate and got in an argument with his roommate, and his roommate pulled a gun on him. And as he was escaping and running out, he shut the door, and his roommate shot him through the door. And luckily, it didn't hit any critical organs. He ended up surviving. But oh my gosh, could you imagine getting housing and falling into that situation? So again, it's less about intent and more about execution and ultimately results. It is so important how you implement these types of programs